I can't do this, dude. Hi, I'm Yashar. I'm the new game designer on Forge of Empire, and I'm hereby joined by Eileen, and we're going to talk about the new settlements.
Yes, that's me. I'm here in Forge of Empires for 2 years right now, or a little bit over 2 years. I'm responsible for the Mughal Empire as well as the settlements overall, and I want to show you a little bit more about the new amazing Mughal Empire. The Mughal Empire is available already on beta. You can register by clicking on the link right there. Just click here.
So tell me about the Mughal Empire.
The Mughal Empire was located in South Asia, and it was actually founded in the early 16th century.
Have you ever been to Asia?
No, unfortunately not. But I always wanted to go there and see the culture firsthand by myself.
So tell me, what differentiates the Mughal Empire settlement from our previous settlements in the game?
So we're using a new mechanic, the set and the chain mechanic. That's what we wanted to maybe a little bit experiment with it this time. And it's also the biggest one so far, so you have plenty of place for experimenting with it.
So tell me, what is your favorite part about the new Mughal Empire settlement?
Of course, the aesthetics in combination with the mechanics. You have so much space to just move your buildings around and make the beautiful city. I really love to experiment a little bit with where do I put my buildings, and that's the best part.
So you talked about chain mechanics and set mechanics. That means that we are focusing a lot more on puzzling. What inspired that?
The inspiration basically came from all the different things we had in the outpost so far. We had mini games, we had the fighting, but now we wanted to focus more on the city building part, so the base core of the game. So why don't we use it in the outpost as well? More focused just this time.
We have seen many real-life civilizations already in the game, but how about some fictional ones?
Well, Forge always been a more realistic mobile game, and we would like to stick to it as much as we can, at least for now. But of course, there's always some fantasy in it. We can time travel to the Aztecs and the Mughal Empire, which we unfortunately can't do in real life, but at least in the game.
Time travel will be perfect, but can you tell me how do you decide on upcoming settlements? How do you make a decision? And do you maybe have some new ideas coming along already?
Well, we have a bunch of good ideas, especially thanks to the community. We always need to check it on the mechanics, on the themes, and does it overall fit to Forge in general? So we have to check a lot before we can really make a decision there. But as I said, we have some ideas already, but I won't tell.
That sounds quite interesting. And speaking about
yeah.
interesting, we've been reading the forums, and there are a few people in the forums pointing to Atlantis as a new settlement. What do you think about that? Is that possibly a good option for the future?
Well, as said, Forge is more on the realistic side. But as soon as someone finds Atlantis, it definitely is on our top priority list.
Then I need to take more vacations. So you like a challenge, I see. Tell me, how difficult is the Mughal Empire settlement compared to our previous settlements in the game?
So difficulty is always subjective, right? So for me personally, it's somewhere in the middle. Well, if you enjoy the puzzle part, the city building part, it's a bit more easier for you. If you enjoy fighting or negotiations a bit more, it could be a bit more difficult for you.
Challenge accepted.
Good luck.
During the development, I have seen some of the art and it looks fantastic. I just wonder how you come up with this concept because it looks very different to what we had. And do you know, like, is it magic or is something hidden in the Mughal Empire itself?
There's always a bit of magic in the outposts, of course, but the main part of the magic is our artists. They are so incredibly talented, and thank you very, very much for this beautiful art. It is a really, really, really nice outpost, and you've done very well.
It looks beautiful. This all sounds great, and I would love to discuss more, but unfortunately, this is all the time we have today. It was very lovely speaking with you, Eileen.
It was really lovely to be here and tell you more about the Mughal Empire.
Just remember, you can play the Mughal Empire right now on beta right here.
Bye!